Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So today I'm here with some thoughts and feelings about the new episode of The 100, which is the third episode of the 5th season. So basically in this one we're following my favorite space babes as they find a way back to the ground, except Murphy and Raven are still stuck in space with no way to go back to the ground. And I think it's a fine team. I mean, I really like the both of them working together, except for the fact that they are stuck with roughly 300 comatose insane murderers. But we'll see how that turns out. In the meantime, Clark and Maddie encounter the other insane murderers, prisoners, whatever people who got back to the ground, and Clark gets prisoner. We get a whole reversal of the first season where Clark is actually like completely in the situation of the grounders in season 1. Like, it's like basically same situation we got with Lincoln in season 1, except Clark is now the grounder and it's just like super emotional. And she's super protective of Maddie, but then Bellamy gets to the ground and there's like this super amazing scene where Maddie saves their asses and she's like, "Bellamy, I knew you would come, Clark always said you would," and she's like, "Clark's alive," and it's just so beautiful. And then he goes to save her ass and it's just super amazing. We didn't get really a real reunion between the two of them, because they didn't really get to talk, but you can see on Clark's face that she is so relieved to see him and he's so amazed that she's still alive, and he says that she's worth like a lot to him, so that's super awesome. I had this point in this episode where I was just watching my space babes, yes, I decided to call them like this, and I was just like, God, they're all so good looking, and I was just so amazed. Anyway, unimportant thought, but I wanted to share it. Now, we don't get to see what happens below the grounds for now. Like, Bellamy and his team thought when they would get to the ground that those people would be out of the bunker, but we know they're stuck in the bunker. Maddie knows, she probably has told them or didn't have the time to tell them. And we had no clue what was going on under the ground in this episode. We didn't get to see any scene of what was going on under the ground. We knew at the end of the last episode that Marcus was in a tricky situation, and we still don't know what happened to him. And I'm just damn curious, because like, what is happening? I hope these people manage to get out of here, and in the meantime, I'm not quite sure that we will get to have an agreement between the space prisoners and Bellamy, even though they had a good leveling. We still don't know if Raven and Murphy will get to go to the ground. We now know for sure that Emory and Murphy like kind of broke up during their time in space, which lasted for 6 years, so that makes plenty of times to break up. Would have also made plenty of time to have kids, but we didn't have any, which was kind of disappointing considering Monty and Harper have been together for quite some time, and Bellamy and Echo also apparently have been together. Like, whatever. No new kid appeared in space, but Murphy and Emory broke up, which I would love to have some flashbacks about it, because, I mean, come on, that was 6 years. We deserve some flashbacks. And I think they've both really evolved, which is great. I just want to know more of what happened in between. And now I'm just damn curious about what will happen next, considering we will probably have a proper Bellark reunion in the next episode, unless we get back to the bunker. I really hope we get to see both. That would be great. In the meantime, this answered some of my questions about the space prisoners, but I still have so many of them. I mean, it's obvious that they're going to be the main villain in this season, but we still have some, like, drama in the bunker. If these people ever manage to get out, I'm also really looking forward to a Bellamy-Octavia reunion, as well, obviously, as a reunion between Clark and her mother. And probably like some new reunions. I read some theory at some point that the prisoners may have some like relatives or like descendants that may be alive, either among the space people that are under the ground or among the grounders that are under the ground. Let's call them the undergrounders anyway. So that could also be interesting. I don't know if this is gonna happen. It could be interesting. Super curious about what will happen next, and this was definitely a really good episode. I'm really glad I watched it, and I can't wait for next week's episode. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I guess I'll see you around. Bye!